If anyone does breed snakes, I know that the chances are quite low on this channel, but if anyone does breed snakes and they want to come and pick that up, you can have it. This video is sponsored by Trend Him, but more about that later on in the video. First, let's get into it. Yo, welcome back to the channel everybody, and thank you very much for tuning in. And if you haven't done it already, please like, comment and subscribe. Today I'm going to be giving away that Cable Smith mug that I posted in the rewiring a bungalow video. Not everyone saw that, of course, because I just kind of put some text on the screen, so only the people who seriously watch the videos notice that. So I'm going to give that away today. And if you're here for electrical content, you may as well not watch the video. If not, but I'd be really appreciative if you did watch the video. And if you are here to do anything to do with changing brakes and stuff, and you're not here for anything electrical and you are just here just to watch that, then please subscribe. But most of my stuff is all electrical related, so you probably won't enjoy the channel if you're here to watch that. Anyway, what was I coming in here to get now? What was I getting? Can't remember. What was I getting then? Does anyone know what that what YouTube channel that's from? Don't quite fit in there, but it works well enough. Does anyone know what the channel is? Drop a comment down below. Oh, I remember what I came for. Right, anyway, today we are doing something that I absolutely hate doing, because easy little jobs always turn into a nightmare. I've put this down because obviously the ground's just a mess and it's not very comfortable on the old bare knees, and it's also a bit wet, so I'll put the tarp underneath it. We are changing the brake pads on the back of the van and also a drop link on the front of the van. I think I'm going to start with that, simply because that'll probably be a right nightmare to do and it'll just stress me out the most. That looks the simplest. So I'm going to jack it up. Yes, I do have that jack in black and green for obvious reasons. I did pay extra, yes I did. Yes, I paid more just to get that one. Yeah, so I'm going to jack the back of the van up, get the axle stands under, get the wheel off, and we'll go from there. Also, completely unrelated, but this is a homemade snake or lizard reptile egg incubator. It was a fridge, obviously it's not no more. If anyone does breed snakes, I know that the chances are quite low on this channel, but if anyone does breed snakes and they want to come and pick that up, you can have it. It does come with a pulse stat, Happy Stat pulse stat, a good one, the good ranged one, black one, and LED strip and stuff inside. So yeah, if you want it, come and pick it up, get it out of my way. Also, while we're on the subject, if anyone wants to buy a green screen, also 65 quid, come and collect it. Let us know. I've got 4 left. Right, wheels off. So on this side there's the handbrake cable, so that needs to just unhook from there, but of course to do that I need to release the handbrake, so I can get that out of the way. Calipers, pads are what we're changing. So as you look at it, in case you don't know, there's one pad, there's the anti-rattle clips that just hold them in place and don't let them rattle around. Handbrake cable, bleed nut for the brake fluid, the little rubber cap on the top, and then it's these bolts that want to come out. So there's one at the top, one at the bottom, and that bit there that's like an oval shape with a flat side, you need to hold that with a spanner. They're called I can't remember what they're called, but that's like a rubber, and that just slips in and out of there, so you need to hold that side while you undo that, and that's how you slacken off this. But I'm going to just take the bottom one off first, because sometimes you can just lift them. So let's try that. Let's get rid of the handbrake cable. Right, so I've left the handbrake cable on. I don't think I need to take it off. I'm sure I did last time, or the last ones I've done. So as we can see now, 13mm spanner on the back of that. You can see this is spinning with it. We need that to stop spinning, otherwise it's obviously not going to undo. So you need to get it in a death grip with a big set of Nipexes like that. And just take your time and undo it. It's got a bit of WD-40 on there because it was a bit tight to get off. I had to hit it with an hammer. So, you know, just to get that first little crack out of the way. It's so much hard with a camera under me, in my face. So bear with me. So I'm just going to loosen that one off like that for now. And then I'm going to try and undo the bottom one as well. Right, so that's the bottom one. Oh, snapped up, not snapped, but you know, it's got that first, that initial crack just to get it spinning freely. And now I need the grips on the bottom of the thing. Told you don't listen to me on stuff like this. I'm calling it the thing and all that, so I haven't got much of a clue, to be honest. Right, the camera's gonna have to go away, but you get the gist. I don't know actually, let's try it there. I don't know what you can see because my mud guard's in the way, but I bet you can see. Not sure. Right, it's going on. Right, that's both of those bolts out. You do get new bolts with the brake pads because once they come out you don't want to be putting them back in because they've got Loctite on them, so you want the new ones in. They're slip bolts, that's what they were called. So you can see now, if you just slide that out of the way, that just allows the calipers and stuff to give a bit of movement in them. Slip them out of the way, and the caliper should wiggle free. But before I do, I'm going to want something just to hold this caliper now, so I don't want it to just be dangling. So I'm just going to put it back there a minute and get something to hang it up. I'm going to hang it off that suspension spring or whatever that is, because you don't want it dangling off these wires and stuff, the handbrake cable and all that. So yeah, let's do that. Right, so that's that. I've just used a bungee strap just to hold it up against there so it's not dangling off anything. These brake pads will just pry out there now. If you get something that'll actually pry them out with. There's one gone. Not too bad, to be honest. And then this has got the wear indicator on, so you're trying to locate the plug for that. It is over there. Unplug that, of course. Pull it out of these. So that's got the wear indicator on that pad, so get that off and you can take that pad off. Right, we're over onto the opposite side now. I've done the side you've just seen, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off. So the pads are in. Obviously they've got that sticky back stuff on that we take off before we put the caliper back on. I've loosened the brake fluid, bleed, nut, screw, whatever. Put a little clamp on the brake line so that none of this, when you push this piston back, none of the crap will go back up into the brake fluid reservoir and stuff. So that's clamped off and we're going to bleed it out there. We don't need it. Plus my reservoir is quite full, so I don't think it's going to take any more. Now, this side, we're going to be using the right hand wind back tool. So this winds back clockwise, the other side winds back anti-clockwise. Bit of a technique to these, to be honest. Oh, before I forget, show you my little trick and tip that I use for these. So, because there's not really anywhere to store a bottle, get an empty can, spin it round, put the hose inside the can thing. It's not going to work on the Pepsi can, is it? Because look how small that ring is there. So, where's the can that I used a minute ago? Coke can. Stick it in and it just dangles. It'll just dangle by that, and that's where the fluid will end up rushing off, so just get it out of my way. And we can crack on with this. So, yeah, they're a bit awkward, these, a bit fidgety. But hopefully it'll spin back quite easily. Gonna get that with a bit of pressure on there. And hopefully we'll see the fluid start going backwards. And just tighten that up. So there, see it's going, just my finger tight is pushing a bit back. So then we should be able to, let me just put my gloves on again. Not that it should make any difference now. So this one's the right hand side one, so I should be able to spin that way. Can be a bit tight. That's filling the can up. Well, it won't fill the can obviously, but if you see this bit start spinning, you need to retighten it, which it is now. I've just been using my grips for that. It's a bit finicky otherwise. Like I said, don't take my advice. I'm also just an amateur at this, so don't copy me, because if you break something in your car or your van, don't blame me. Have a go, hero, as they say. This wind back tool kit, I'll show you the kit in a minute. It was 20 quid off Amazon. Link in the description if you do need one. I've done it before without them, and it's just a pain. It's an absolute pain, so you just end up struggling with all kinds. So just it's well worth the 20 quid. Loosening it. That is probably back far enough, but while I've got it, I might as well just do it a bit more, and let's see how flush I can get it. That'll do. That'll definitely do. Loosen that back off. So then bring that out. As you can see now, that's caliper or piston is almost flush, not 100% flush, but it is. So, fluid, we need to retighten that up. I'm going to take that off the brake line. I'm just going to stick it on there, just so none of that comes back out when I pull that off. Let's get rid of that. Some's going to drip down, most likely. But like I said, that's a good little trick, that. There's quite a lot in there. Don't fall off under its weight or anything, it's pretty good. And that's that gone. Release them. Get it all in that can. Take my little hose back. Yeah, nice little tip. Top tip number 5,067. 11mm nut on the bleed screw. Just tighten that back up, don't overdo it. That covered. Get the bleed. Get the dust cap back over, and that's that done. That's ready to go, innit? Seen better days. So yeah, I'm just gonna whiz around this with a bit of a wire brush, get some of the dust and bits of rust off, whatever I can. That's gonna go back on there, and I'm gonna peel those off to put it back on, both sides. Peel them off, get it on, and then you get your new bolts, which came with the brake pads for them. Also, while you've got that off, you just want to make sure that that's actually moving freely. The, what do you call them? Slip nuts, are they called? Slip nuts. So yeah, just make sure they're flowing freely. Right. Oh, one more thing. I've actually, on these vans, I don't know about all cars, that needs to sit horizontally like that, with the, you know, the holes to the side. It slips on that little nut there, or that little, slips on the little nipple on the back. Nipple, said nipple. So yeah, let's go for it anyway. Oh, need a bit of copper grease on these and stuff, so took that off now. I'll grab it in a minute. Where am I? And that's that back in. I'm just going to go and grab some copper grease and get some copper grease on there and a bit on them as well before I put the wheel back on. Right, that is the brake pads done. That was nice and easy. Now we're moving on to the drop link, which probably won't be that easy. It looks dead simple, but I bet it's not. Let me just show you that. So there's the new drop link, or anti-roll bar, whatever you call them, but I'd call it a drop link, and that's what that is. As you can see under this front wheel here, this is the one that snapped off there, as you can see. It should be connected to that there, but really it came off and completely snapped, so we need to get this out of there, get that out and get our new one on. Oh, I see you've noticed the new watch. Like I said at the start of this video is kindly sponsored by Trend Him, so let's just talk about that for 1 minute. And don't skip through the video, because I think you'll all be pretty interested in this, because I was, and otherwise I wouldn't have accepted a sponsor in the first place. So, Trend Him is a website specifically just for men. As you can see there, I chose this watch. It's absolutely stunning. The weight to it, the quality, it's just... Look at it, it's got, I chose this one specifically because of the colour and the moon phase on there. I don't know if you can see that there, but look at that, stunning that is. And the packaging that it came in as well, which is this. Press the little button there, nice wooden box, a little certificate there, well presented. Solid bit. I don't want to get it dirty really, but I'm showing you the watch anyway, so let me just take that off sort of before I ruin it, but I'm going to show you that now. Look at them hands, look how nice that is. Anyway, let's just go into a little bit of detail. Trend Him is a website specifically just for men's accessories. They've got over 6,500 unique different accessories. A lot of them, such as this watch, you can only buy from their website and you'll never find it anywhere else. That's because they have a team of designers that specifically design their own accessories. So they're not just generic, you can't buy them anywhere else. They're designed and produced in-house. They sell everything, let me get the camera up. They sell absolutely everything from earrings, watches, braces for your pant, for your trouser braces, literally any accessory you can think of, they sell it. The only thing they don't sell is clothing, just accessories. Shaving accessories, which obviously, you know, I do use myself. The straight razors and stuff, and the shaving brushes, you know, the badger tail or whatever they're called, those kind of things. So I use all that sort of stuff, which that website sells all of that. And more. You should definitely go and check it out, and there's a link in the description where you'll get a 15% off for 7 days only, so just go and check that website out. It's great for men, especially us working men who are out all hours and you don't really get time to go shopping, and when you do, you don't want to go shopping because no one likes to go shopping. You can just go to the one website, you can buy absolutely everything you need, get it delivered. Delivery is excellent, it came really fast, tracking, job done. No need to worry about going shopping and finding loads of different shops. You can get it all from the one place with a 15% discount if you check the link in the description. Thank you very, very, very much for sponsoring this video, Trend Him, and please go and support them because they're supporting me, and in turn, if you support them, they'll support me, and it's like a lovely little circle, isn't it? And we all win, so thank you very much. Right, so to get the old ones off, these are actually the worst kind, the ones with the Allen key. But let me show you on this new one because it's easier to see. There's an Allen key on the edge of that. There's an Allen key right in the centre of that, which you need to hold while you undo the other side of the nut. So if you can see that there, you need to hold that, otherwise the whole thing will just spin round with it. So as you can see, that needs to stay there. They're always tight. Sometimes they'll round off as well, and then you're really knackered, you need to get a grinder out on it, but this one seems to be playing ball. Like I say, if I just let go of that, the whole thing just spins, as you can see. So you need to make sure you keep hold of that Allen key. I have already blasted this with some WD-40 just to try and loosen up that thread. It's getting tight now though. Let's get that in there a bit more. That didn't do anything. This is a 19mm spanner, but I've not got a spanner, so I'm using the grips. This one's the easier one to get off. That bottom one that's snapped is going to be a pig. Why is nothing on cars dead easy? Hey. Come on, get out. Right, I'm going to carry on with that and just get the camera out of my face while I'm doing it, because it's a bit awkward. Right, that is that out. Bottom was really tight and it weren't going to budge. So, I blowtorched the nut, which was on there. It's probably still a bit hot. Is it too hot to touch? Yes, it is. So I just blowtorched that just to give it a bit of play. Heated it up and it also melted like the nylon inside, which made it just come off nice and easy. So, new one just goes in there. Now this can be a bit tight depending on how the car or van's been jacked up. You see it don't line up exact. I'll be able to force that under, and that's that done. I just obviously need to tighten it up. So that wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm just going to take that one out though. Just tighten the bottom one up first, make sure it's straight. So I'm going to tighten the bottom up like that. Not fully tight, just to make sure it's straight first, because that's the awkward one. Let's go in a bit. I'll try and get it most of the way without having to hold that as well. It's easier with the ratchet. It's gone all the way. Oh, so this wasn't too bad. I've never changed one of these before, by the way. This is the first time. Oh, would you fancy that? The bottom one, the hardest one, is the one that's spinning. It's actually a different size Allen key, this one. That's not too bad. Right, that's that old one off and the new one is now on. Nice and solid, looking good. Never done one of them before, so if I can do it, so can you. One little other tip that I've sort of figured out today by myself is I put this stuff down so I didn't have to kneel on this rocky type floor, and obviously the tarp was so this didn't get wet. No matter what, I am always going to be doing this now, because I've been from that wheel to that wheel to that wheel, and instead of carrying all my stuff I just grab the tarp and just pull it all and it's done. Just drag it all around with me. I have got one other issue though now. The brake pad sensor light is on and I don't know why it shouldn't be on, so I'm going to have to go and figure that out as well. Right, as I was on about the brake pad warning light thing, it's gone off. There's a little orange light that's just normally there, it's just gone off. I just jacked up the back wheel again, because of course it's got to have been the back wheel where I was working, so just jacked that up and I just hadn't plugged it in properly. So now it's plugged back in properly, we're all up and running. So that's the brake pads changed and the front drop link also changed. God, I can't see. And it was for once in my life working on a car or a van, it was probably quite easy. I'm not going to say easy because it's not easy. It's always, you know what I mean, I'm a mess. It's not nice and tidy like being an electrician anyway. So, like I said, don't forget to go and check out Trend Him. We can wear matching watches, can't we, if you get one of those. So yeah, check them out. Thank you very much for sponsoring the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Oh, almost forgot to do the giveaway of the Cablesmith mug. So let me just show you one of those. Let me just show you one. There's one there. That's also what's in them boxes. Anyway, Cablesmith electrical mug. You've seen it here first. Anyway, so I'm on a random comment picker on YouTube. I don't know how well you can see that screen. Obviously, not everyone commented Ryan's teeth. That was the word. That was what we had to comment. So I'm just gonna do it until we get someone commenting that, because I don't know how to do it. Hopefully, it'll be the first one. No, that was Ashley saying hot tub testing strip. Someone's doing well. Pick another winner instead. Till someone says Ryan's teeth. There you go. The curtain. The curtain flapper commented Ryan's teeth. So yeah, if you're watching this, the curtain flapper, drop me an email with your name and address, and I'll send you one of those out. My email address is in the About Me section on YouTube if you have a look at that.